Alright folks, I'm now going to do my third part. We got through 9 clues in the Double Jeopardy round. I'm currently in second place with $3,000. I'm playing a little better. I almost knocked the gone fishing category in the head, but I misspoke on the $1,000 clue saying salmon instead of sardines. But anyway, I'm in second place with 3,000, and I'm going to go with weather for 400. Hard pellets of ice larger than 5 millimeters are the only true forms of these. What are hailstones?
You are correct.
Weather 600. They heat the air in their paths over 45,000 degrees Fahrenheit. What are lightning bolts?
You are correct.
I got it. And the lead too. Newspapers for 200. In 1974, the Knight brothers merged their newspapers with those of this family. Well, Frank doesn't know this one. He's going to drop down even further. The Ritters.
You are correct.
Weather 800. 31.85, the highest barometer reading, was recorded in this state during a 1989 cold wave. What's Alaska?
You are correct.
Yep. Newspapers 400. Adolf Ochs passed the reins of this paper to his son-in-law, who passed them to his son-in-law. The New York Times.
You are correct.
Famous George's 800. He was a fencing instructor long before he joined the A-Team. I don't know. George Papard.
You are correct.
Newspaper 600. Title of W.A. Swanberg's 1961 biography of a publisher, the San Francisco Examiner. Citizen Hearst.
You are correct.
That gives Karen the lead by $300. Newspapers 800. Grandson and namesake of the department store founder. He founded the Chicago Sun. And Karen's going to surrender the lead because she doesn't know it. Marshall Field the Third.
You are correct.
Marshall Field the Third. I didn't really think of Marshall Field. Famous George's 1000. Lonesome comic who beat Walt Disney for the 1954 Outstanding New Personality Emmy. Was it George Halas? Is it George Halas?
Sorry?
No, it isn't. Darn. And I gave up the lead. Well,
Sorry?
maybe not. Karen just gave up the lead herself. It was George Gobel.
You are correct.
Thought I remember seeing the clue, but unfortunately, newspaper's 1000. In the early 1900s, publisher Condé Nast started this pattern company. Well,
Sorry?
Karen doesn't know. I would really like that to be Frank. Well, he does ring in, and he doesn't know.
Sorry?
So he surrenders the lead. It gives it right back to me, but I'm not going to risk it.
You know the correct response?
Vogue. It was Vogue magazine, or newspaper. Nuclear Physics 200. Almost all of an atom's mass is contained within this. What's the nucleus?
You are correct.
Yes. Nuclear Physics 400. If present use continues, the 235 isotope of this element will become scarce during the 1990s. And
Sorry?
Karen doesn't know. Too bad for her. Franklin's in with a second to go. It's uranium.
You are correct.
Weather 1000. To see one of these, you must stand facing falling rain with your back to the sun. What's a rainbow?
You are correct.
Yes. Extend my lead a little bit. Nuclear Physics for 600. Also called an atomic pile, it produces and controls nuclear energy at the power plant. I'm thinking nuclear reactor. Well,
Sorry?
Frank doesn't know it. Well, I'm not going to take the chance. See if Karen knows. Oh, it is the
You are
reactor.
correct.
Now I really think I should have tried it. Nuclear Physics 8. Energy used in Star Trek, torpedoes release when an excited electron drops back down. Photon.
You are correct.
Nuclear Physics 1000. And Frank finds the other daily double. 1000. Country which Hahn and Strassmann first split the atom. And he doesn't know.
You know the correct response?
It was Germany. Well, if I had gotten the daily double, I wouldn't have known myself. British Royalty 200. When George VI became King of England, she was second in line to the throne. Well,
Sorry?
Frank doesn't know either. Doesn't know this, I mean. And Karen rings in at the last second. Princess Margaret. That was not my guess.
You are correct.
$400. Settled in the mid-1700s, Charlotte, North Carolina was named for the German wife of this King of England. I was gonna say Henry VIII. Oh.
Sorry.
Well, Frank doesn't know. Should I? I think I'm gonna try. Hopefully it's right.
Sorry.
No, it isn't. I lose a little. You know what, I think I'm just going to play out the rest of the round. And then just include Final Jeopardy along with it. George the Third.
You are correct.
$600. This prince, a skilled organist, composed an anthem sung at his wife's jubilee. Frank rings in. It's Prince Albert.
You are correct.
$800. Controversial last Yorkist king. He died on the field of battle August 22nd, 1485. And
Sorry.
Frank's gonna drop a little more. Does Karen know it? Nope.
Sorry.
Okay, it all comes down to this. If Karen misses the last clue, then the game will be out of reach.
No, the correct response.
It was Richard III. Alright, let's look at the last one. This tragic queen's third husband was James Hepburn, and Kate Hepburn played her in a 1936 film. Well, Karen does ring in, and she knows it. Mary Stuart.
You are correct.
It's at the end of Double Jeopardy. Frank is 2,100. Karen 3,300. I'm in the lead with 4,600. It's not a runaway. The category, Louisiana. Oh, I should feel good about this. Frank is in his wager. Oh, I know this. $4,600. The state bird of Louisiana. John Grisham wrote about it briefly. It's a pelican. So my run will continue.
You know the correct response?
It is the pelican. And Frank got it wrong. He risked 700. Karen got it right. She risked 100 only. I got it right. I risked everything, taking me to 9,200, and I've won 2 games with $19,200 total. This was certainly hard fought. So 19,200 is my 2-game winnings total, and I'll see you all for my next game, which will be for the PS2. And I'll see you all later, everyone. Good night.